Hey, what's up everyone, Danny here, and in this video we're going to talk about the jab cross. In the last video we talked about mechanics of doing a proper cross. In this one we're going to combine both, leading with the left and following up with the cross. Alright, so you got your hand wraps on, and as a side note, if you want to see my 3 preferred methods of wrapping your hands, I'm going to leave in the description box below a link to my favorite ways of wrapping your hands, and I'll also leave that as a thumbnail at the end of this video when you're done watching. Let's proceed to this video's technique. I want to talk about the 2 first punches you have in Muay Thai. Whether you're a striker in boxing, mixed martial arts, it doesn't really matter, right? Punches are punches. So today I want to talk about the 2 first ones you should know, which is the jab and then the cross. A small detail is every time you're going to punch, you have to ensure you're hitting with your knuckles, top knuckles. So what you're going to do is every time you're going to strike, you kind of like tilt your wrist downward slightly like this, okay? So your wrist is going to be curved like this. This is going to ensure that you don't hit with the bottom of your fingers and injure yourself, and always strike with the top of your knuckles. Any punch is going to be in this fashion. Now, when I want to throw the jab, it's always going to start from a proper stance, of course. So my hands are going to be up. And then my back hand, which is the rear hand, has to stay at home base right here, right? So while I'm attacking, the other hand has to protect my chin at all times. And you don't want to flare out like this, like a chicken wing. You always want to have your elbow down so you can protect, and your hand near your chin at all times. When I'm fighting, there's always this 2 to 3 feet distance. I call this no man's land, right? That's the distance I need to close the gap with that jab, and that's the efficient punch to throw. So I want to extend my jab as much as I can. A lot of times people from the side here, a lot of times people will actually throw the jab and shorten it like this. They don't fully extend their arm. So it's very important to try to get the full extension of your punch, so that way there you can close the gap and hit the target. So when I'm throwing my jab, I want to make sure that I'm pushing with my shoulder. Okay, so one more time from the side, and once more. I want to fully extend the arm, that way I can reach my target in a straight line. So my jab is here, and from the side, this is my jab. Now, once again, hit with your knuckles. Today in this video, we're not going to talk about how you can enter your jab with footwork, because a footwork video is going to be coming in the future. But for now, just the mechanics of your straight punches. Following the jab is always going to be your cross. So, just like the previous video, without touching all of the basic details, your cross is going to also hit with the top knuckles, making sure you curl your wrist slightly like this, and then shoot it straight out. Every time we shoot our cross, now it's the jab that's going to protect our chin. Okay? So in a straight line here, 1, 2, and this angle here, 1, 2, and then from this side, jab, cross. Now, every time I'm going to jab, a lot of people tend to overextend on their jab. They're going to drop the right hand. And then when they cross, they overextend on the cross, and they drop their jab. These are common mistakes. Now, another common mistake is people tend to keep everything straight up, meaning the legs, especially the lead leg, okay? So I can't stress this enough. A lot of times, the knee is locked like this, okay? So every time I throw my cross, I can't really extend my cross because my leg is locked. So always have a nice flexion, a nice bend in your knees. So when I cross, watch this. If my knee is straight, there's only so far I can go. Watch when I bend this knee. I can reach a few inches further, right? So this, compounded with the effect that I'm going to drive the punch coming from the bottom of the back leg, is going to deliver a lot of speed, a lot of power into my strikes, okay? So once again, nice bend. You always want to ground. You always want to sit down into your strikes, right? So we're here, and then back. From this angle, and then back. And then back, as opposed to staying straight up, as such. And that's efficient punching. Every time you're training, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, always train your body and your mind to always get proper techniques when you're throwing your jab and your cross, okay? So what you want to do is always go slow at first, and eventually start to add some speed. And with the speed and the proper mechanics of leverage and balance, you're going to develop and attain much more power with those 2 first punches. The jab and the cross, the two first straight punches, are some of the most important techniques you have in striking. So practice hard, practice well. All right, guys, once again, thanks a lot for watching this video. Leave us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't so already. Make sure to click on the bell icon to receive a notification every time I upload a new video. Also, make sure to follow us because in the next couple of segments, I'm going to be doing concurrent videos. They're going to follow this one as a part 2, 3, going over all of the techniques we have in Muay Thai.